Welcome to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Hey, look, what I'm getting ready to talk about is really a serious topic. I might be able to get one or two laughs in here, and if I can, I will. But look, I'm gonna talk about the police. I don't hate the police or any of that, but do I trust them? No, I'll never trust them. And I'm telling you that you can't trust them either, whether they black or white. You can't trust them. I don't know if you know this. We didn't get our first police man until 1911. And he worked in Harlem, New York. That's when we got our first black policeman in 1911. And guess what? He could arrest black people for infractions, but if he seen a white tea person, well, I call them buttermilk biscuits. That's what I call them buttermilk biscuits. But if he seen one of them doing an infraction, he had to get a buttermilk biscuit policeman to arrest them. That is some racist shit right there out the gate. The police didn't come into not they didn't come into being to protect us. They came into being to keep us under control. That's what that shit is about. You know, they're there to protect the buttermilk biscuits, but everybody else, it's about control. That's what that's about. And we need to understand that. Cause my view is this. If you got one bad policeman, then all of them are bad. And then somebody say, Jazzy, how can you say that? How can you make a general statement like that about all police? All you gotta do is look at the history. And I'm speaking from a black perspective. That's where I'm speaking from. All of them are bad. And the good ones that they have, what makes them bad is they're around, the good police are around bad police. And when they do atrocious type things, instead of them reporting their ass, they just go along with it to get along. So how's what I'm saying not true? It is true. You just don't like the way I'm telling you. So this is what I'm saying to you black people out there. Don't call the police on one of our brothers and sisters unless you absolutely have to. Don't do it. Because if you do, not only will they might be a chance of you getting unalive, they might get unalive too. So whenever you call the police, you're calling them at your own risk. And I'm gonna give you an example of some shit that happened to me. It was out of love, but anyway, there were some people called the police because they hadn't seen me in a certain amount of time, and they knew I was in the house. So they called the police to do a wellness check. I mean, these motherfuckers out here knocking on the door, bamming on it. They was doing all kind of shit, and I just didn't hear them. And to be honest with you, 'cause I was fucked up. I was fucked up. Let me tell the truth, I was fucked up. Out of my motherfucking mind, I was gone. So I didn't hear shit. But anyway, When I did get up and answer the door, so they'll know that I was all right, the police, one that was talking to me after I opened my door, and I have a storm door, he opened that storm door and stuck his foot inside of my door. Right then, he violated me. That was a violation. I didn't give him permission to come in my house. He violated me. But you know what? I had sense enough not to say nothing. Because if some shit would have happened, he would have got away with it because it was a wellness check. So I didn't say nothing because it was a wellness check. So I just let that shit go. You know, I told him I was all right. And he said, "You sure?" I said, "I'm fine, sir." And they fucking left. Matter of fact, when I answered the door, after I seen him, I kind of answered with my goddamn hands up. You know, these motherfuckers got them buttermilk biscuits, and they got them goddamn guns, but these motherfuckers is trigger happy. Shit, I ain't no damn fool, you know. But hey, that's the truth. I wish I could trust police. I don't trust the motherfuckers. I don't love them. And I don't know whether I really like them or not, but I know this. I know I don't fucking trust them. So when you call them motherfuckers, you better think about it twice. Because when you call them, especially if you're black or a person of color, that might be your last goddamn day on this motherfucking earth. And that is a motherfucking fact. You ain't really got to worry about no, well, you know what I was going to say. You ain't got to worry about no black one's son alive in you, but hell, they just as bad as the fucking buttermilk biscuits. Excuse me. I mean, the chocolate chip cookie Oreos. They just as fucking bad. Peace, love, and give someone a hug. Thanks for listening to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Oh, that's that bird.